John, coming off the back of a disappointing result last week, we mentioned last week's about putting it behind us and focusing on this weekend. So how's training been this week?
Yeah, as you say, I have to focus on the game on Saturday, and that's what the message this week has been. Obviously, a tough game at home to Raith Rovers, who was a very entertaining game the last time, albeit it was an open game the last time, so we have to be prepared for that come tomorrow. Training has been in preparation for that this week and making sure that we've got everybody back to full health. So we've had lots of information, lots of good sessions. It has been cold, so the tempo's been decent because everybody's been on their feet for periods of time. So it's been good, and we're ready to go. We're prepared for them and what their threats are.
And just on talking about getting players back, fans will have seen during the week, Kyle McDonald, Barry Maguire and all that have been kind of back in full training. How have they been getting on? Can you give us any update on how they've been?
So Kyle's been training for a number of weeks. When I say he's been training for a number of weeks, he's been participating in different drills every now and then. This week he's been able to do more than what he's been able to over the past few weeks, so he'll be back involved in the squad tomorrow, so that's a big boost for everyone. For me, Kyle's enthusiasm to go and play and train speaks volumes, and it spreads throughout the team. It's enthusiasm from within that is a driving force, so I'm delighted to have him back. Barry obviously joined in this week as well. He's not been able to participate in everything, but he's joined in different bits, so it's a wee bit soon for him tomorrow, but again, delighted to have him back. Barry's been great for us since he came in. He's played in a number of different roles, and he's an unsung hero for me when I see the distance that he covers, the numbers that he covers, and not only that, the holes that he plugs when people run out of them. So having two players like that back, training and contention over the next few weeks will certainly help the squad. Lee's been able to go on his feet, but there's quite a contrast with how his leg is and how his foot is, with the feeling within it, so we need to make sure that we spend a wee bit more time on him and make sure we get to the bottom of it, so when he comes back, he's back fully and not in for a week and then back out. So we're glad to have the guys back. Stevie Bradley's been able to get a full week of training under his belt as well, so that certainly helps with the squad.
And just on the opposition tomorrow, obviously they've had a difficult start to the season, but they've started to pick up a little bit now. What sort of game are you expecting from them tomorrow?
To be honest, they're very attack-minded. They've got a lot of good attacking players on their side. When you look at them, they've got different options as well. So, again, it's a challenge for our players to make sure that we shut the back door and we're able to go and take our threats upon that. So we know it'll be a difficult game. They're a very experienced side and a lot of Premiership experience within it. Paul Hanlon, Louis Stevenson, we know that. So, again, they've been close counters this season. I think it's been 2 games, 2 draws so far. I expect it to be quite tight and similar again tomorrow, but one that we have to make sure that we respond from last week, performance-wise, and make sure that we eradicate those errors. And this week's been a case of making sure, as I spoke about last week, our conviction and our concentration is high, and we're ready for that game tomorrow and that chance to put things right that weren't right last week.
We spoke to Jamie Barjonas about the importance of the fans as a player on the pitch and how big a part they play.
Yep.
Obviously we spoke about it a lot already this season, how important they can be, especially at home and getting behind us. What would be your message to the fans ahead of a difficult game tomorrow? Again,
get behind us. I think when we look at it here, they've been great. They've got behind us. They've been very encouraging, and it's a case of can we get that atmosphere again right tomorrow, right for the word go. But again, another challenge to the players is, can we make the fans get on side early doors with that kind of start that encourages them. I speak about it all the time and how important that they are here. It is not, they don't get big crowds. It's a case of with the crowds that we do get, can we be loud and can we be vocal and encourage the players? But it needs to come together, and we need the players to give them a lift, them to give us a lift, and make sure we kick on. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm sure they are too, and it's an opportunity for us to get back to a home game and get the crowd behind us and get a good result.
Right, cheers, John. Thanks very much.